Pacific. And we're doing the same thing on Thursday. Yes, we're gluttons for punishment. But we have a little bit of a treat right now. Between now and 2 o'clock, I'm going to tee up in a second our next guest, but after our next guest we have Future Designs at 1 o'clock Pacific, Numetrics at 1:30 Pacific, and then our last live interview of the day is going to be Spansion. All those are going to be very, very interesting, but the most interesting to me at the moment right now, as you say in Zen land, is Ritesh Tyagi, who oversees microcontroller business for Renesas. And the last time I saw Ritesh, he was dancing on tables at a Renesas event down in Anaheim, because they were introducing a lot of cool microcontroller stuff. So catch us up. What have you guys been doing? What are you doing here at the show?
Sure, Brian. I think you have a very good memory, and you really remember that I was dancing in Anaheim. Actually, I was not, but that's good. So yeah, after that, from DEF CON, we have gone through a tremendous successful period as far as our RX microcontroller product line is concerned, and we have launched that at DEF CON, and so far there's a lot of great momentum has built around the RX. After that, in this show, we are announcing our next generation 8 and 16-bit microcontroller, which we call it a true low-power platform. So you've seen in the industry, people are talking about low power, but there's not a single microcontroller which is available in the marketplace which can be seen or classified as a true microcontroller platform across the board in all different power down modes. So we are setting a industry trend over here with our new family called RL78. And we would like to welcome everybody to come our booth and take a look. And what we are offering with this microcontroller, a mere 66 microamps per megahertz in the active mode, and also only 0.2 microamp on a standby mode. So you can see that not only the active mode but also standby modes are very, very low, and that's what we call it a true low power MCU platform for handheld or battery operated applications. Right. So this is going to set a industry leading position in all different power mode in the microcontroller world. So you're just announcing that today? That is correct. So you're just announcing it today. If you are out there watching, you're coming down this afternoon, you are at booth number something or other. Anyway, you can find it in the program, or if you're coming down tomorrow, the next day. Because you guys will be demoing this. That's now, correct. RL78, how have you been able to make this claim that it's true low power in its operation? Good question, Brian. Actually, this microcontroller is based on our 130 nanometer flash microcontroller technology. And we have developed this technology from our main technology coming from the NEC side, which we have merged last year. And that technology actually has been so geared towards low power and has a very small flash cell size. So the leakage is very small, and also because of the cell size so small, we have very cost-effective microcontroller, so very low-cost microcontroller as well. And you can see that there are specialized techniques we have done. So there is a special mode we call a snooze mode that we have offered, where you can bring it down the power consumption further down. So there are a lot of different tricks, and I can say IP is involved in order to develop this microcontroller and get the lower power. Okay, so you said RL78 comes out 8 16-bit offerings. Yep. What kinds of applications are you targeting these for? Great question. Obviously low power. Absolutely, as I say, it's low power. However, the overall, what we are looking at to go for a general purpose applications, where people wants to have a controller which is very scalable. Though there's a lot of argument going on that 32-bit controllers are available at the 8-bit price. However, there is still a big market for 8 and 16-bit controller where people do want to do a particular job at a given price point. So this family is very scalable. You can offer from 2 kilobyte of flash memory to go up to 512 kilobyte flash memory. And also, the very small pin packages, we are offering 3x3 millimeter and developing even 2x2 millimeter package, which will be the world's smallest microcontroller in a 20 pin size. So that's what we are going to launch as well.
And no need to change your development environment or anything like that?
No need to change the development environment. So whatever we are having our own development environment from Renesas. However, we have partnered with our other industry-leading development environment people like IR and other people. So those environments are also going to be available.
So, okay, RL78, why did you choose to make this particular low-power foray into 8 and 16-bit?
Great question. So there's two areas. One is people are looking at 32-bit controllers with a little more horsepower. So if you go to the 50 megahertz zone, then there's 32-bit controller comes into the picture, but in general. However, people are looking at to just drive at 2 megahertz, 5 megahertz, 8 megahertz, 10 megahertz, or 20 megahertz. Then this kind of a microcontroller are more pertinent and more appropriate for the low power design. However, we are not only talking about the frequency, but this is a very high DMIPS controller. So it gives almost similar DMIPS by having a 16-bit core compared to what you see in today's marketplace with some of the 32-bit controller offering.
Right. Okay.
So it's not a 16-bit. That means it's not a very low performance part. No, it has a lot of higher DMIPS performance available, despite being a 16-bit architecture core.
And refresh my memory. Do you guys have a 4-bit line?
We do have 4-bit line, but those are old legacy that we are just shipping to some of the old legacy customers. So we're not developing anything on 4-bit and nothing. We are enhancing mainly on this 8/16-bit line and 32-bit line.
Okay, and so when do you take this approach to low power and rev up the 32-bit offerings?
Yeah, so it's already actually there. So we actually started from top down. So we started working 32-bit first, and you have seen at DevCon the RX, which was the world's lowest power consumption device in 32-bit arena at that time. Now we have taken some of the design technique from RX and actually developed a new flash cell and new CPU architecture core with RL78, integrated all those techniques and come up with the 8 and 16-bit world as well.
Are you guys doing another DevCon this year?
Absolutely, next year, 2012, same October time frame, and we're going to announce the place.
That'll be cool. Most important question of the day is what tchotchkes are you giving away at your booth?
What tchotchkes?
What sort of free giveaways, like little dolls?
Okay. So we are offering the pedometer actually. So anybody who can come to our booth gets the RL78 low power pedometer actually. We are giving a lot of other giveaway items. There are a lot of developing kits are also available that people can get in the raffle. So please come on our booth and take a look.
Fantastic. Well, Ritesh Tyagi, fantastic catching up with you. Thank you for telling us about your RL78 low power product line. And if you're out there, come on by because Ritesh may dance for you, or not.
Thank you guys. Thank you,
Brian. That's it for this particular segment. Next one up is at 1 o'clock, and that'll be Future Designs, FDI, followed by the next live one will be at 1:30 with Numetrics and Spansion. And what do we got going on the floor right now? Wilson is doing Mind of the Engineer, which I mentioned earlier. 1:30 in the ESC Theater, Alan Yoga Singham from Tech Insights is doing a teardown, a live teardown of BlackBerry Playbook, and he's going to compare it to other tablets. If nothing else, we're all about teardowns at ESC. So that's at 1:30. Speed training from Dan Sachs, debunking myths about using C++ for embedded systems. That's coming up. At 3:30, you're not going to want to miss this one. Another teardown, the Nintendo 3DS. It includes a giveaway. That'll be Kyle Wiens from iFixit, a very cool guy, and Brian Dipert, another very cool guy, even though he lives in Truckee and tends to be blinded by the snow from time to time. He's an EDN editor. Those guys are a great team. They're going to tear down the Nintendo 3DS. And last but not least, at 4:30, the EPO panel presentation in the ESC Theater. So we're going to take a little break. We'll be back at, what time did I say? I said 1 o'clock with Future Designs. So tell your friends, tell your mother, because there's no programming like this out there in the technology world anywhere.